This video is brought to you by my cat. Click the link in the description for more. What is up, guys? It's Ian here, hitting you with it on this Wednesday. We're going to talk about CES, because that's, pretty cool. It's going on right now, and, I mean, come on, it's CES. I have to talk about it. So, there's a few things that kind of got me a little, excited about, new tech stuff. And, one of them, I don't even know if this was, announced at CES, or it just was announced. But it happened during CES's time frame, which is the 9th through the 12th or whatever. And that is the NZXT N7, I believe it's the name. It's NZXT. The people who made my case right there, the S340 Elite. And, the AIO coolers like the Kraken X whatever, the NZXT Q Plus that you see in a lot of builds. I'm actually doing that right now. It's my lighting setup. They are coming out with a new, not a new motherboard, their first motherboard. And I love seeing companies that have never done this stuff before do something like that. Even whenever I was in 8th grade, I always thought, it'd be so cool if Corsair came out with their own graphics card, because Corsair does RAM, some cases, a lot of fans, and now you see Corsair doing stuff like that. They have I forget what they're called, but they have their own water cooled 1080, and I think that's really awesome. And EVGA, who pretty much only made graphics cards for NVIDIA, they are coming out with, or they have already come out with power supplies, cases, and motherboards. I think that's really awesome. It gives you more choice for building a computer. It's just a really good thing for the tech industry. And seeing a company like NZXT, who's only done cooling solutions, fancy light setups, nice cases, come out with their own board, I think is amazing. And it's not just it's just some random board. They took the extra step, and the customization you can do with this board is amazing. Whenever I was doing my my Ryzen build right behind me, I wanted to have something that was kind of color neutral. And what they've done here, I'm gonna have pictures, right there. Woo, Adobe Premiere magic, right? They pretty much are letting you make it whatever color you want. So you can have it white on white, white on black, black on white, white on red, black on red, whatever the hell you want, you could probably do it. And I think that's awesome. So you don't have to worry, as long as the board's good. If the board's, shitty, then it kind of makes it a little lame. But if it's a good board, and you can do all this customization, that's brilliant. More people should do that, because right now, your choices are mainly a black mother... Odie, why did you... my cat is hitting my keyboard. He did it again with his tail. Move. Yeah, you're kind of restricted to a black motherboard with whatever accents they put on there. So sometimes you do have white boards, or stuff like that. I know the MSI Tomahawk Arctic, I believe, was an all-white board. But a lot of times you have a black board with red heat sinks or red LEDs that you can only turn on or off, no special RGB options. It makes it hard to do a color neutral build. And that was an issue I was running into when doing my Ryzen build, and I ended up getting the B350F from Asus, the ROG board, which kicks ass, by the way. Get it if you're thinking about doing a budget Ryzen build. Not even budget, just a Ryzen build, and don't want to do X370. It's just, in the end, I'm really glad that NZXT is doing this. I think that's just absolutely kick-ass. And if the board's good, and, it's not $1 million, NZXT is going to make a lot of money off that. I guarantee it. Moving on, new Ryzen stuff, new AMD CPUs and APUs. I like it. It's awesome. They're coming out, they pretty much announced that they're doing a second generation for Ryzen, which, everyone knew that. Why wouldn't they? So, I don't remember the names off the top of my head, but basically, you know, you have the 1700 right now, the R5 1600, you're gonna have the 2700 and the 26. Oh wait, that's an Intel CPU. Don't worry, that won't happen. And you also have their new APUs coming out with Vega integrated, and that's going to be really awesome. Especially if you're doing an HTPC build, that's going to be absolutely killer because you're getting Vega integrated. And from what I think they said is one of their APUs is basically an i5 with a GeForce GT 1030. That's pretty cool. So you don't have to use like shitty integrated Intel graphics. You're getting something that's pretty good, and you can do some very slight, somewhat usable gaming. I think that's really awesome, and I'm excited for that. One last thing that I wanted to talk about is the the HTC Vive Pro, and that's kind of cool actually. I didn't go into all the details, but it's basically, you have the Vive, but it has some new features. The biggest one is the resolution. It has, I believe, a 1600 by 1400 display, so it's going to get rid of that kind of shitty screen door effect that you see on the Vive now and the Oculus, and text is going to be a whole lot less blurry. I think that's great. That is one problem with the Oculus Rift that I have, and the Vive when I tried it, is, yeah, it's immersive. I feel like it's not that I feel like I'm really there, but I feel like there's nothing else around me, not like I'm actually there. I don't know, I can't really put it. If you've tried VR, you would know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's probably going to get rid of that weird screen door blurry effect, and that's going to make a much better VR experience. And honestly, there are some ways to get rid of like that blurriness on the Oculus. I'm sure there's for the Rift too. Is that you have to like have it fitted perfectly, and then if it like slightly gets unfitted, you have to change it again. It's a pain in the ass. I hate doing it, especially because if you don't do it and you just put it on, you're bound to get you have a higher chance of getting sick, and it just doesn't look as good in general. So yes, I like seeing. I'm glad that VR is in a state where instead of... Oh my god, my cat's gonna scratch my door. Odie, you're a little shit. Stop it. I'm glad that VR is in a state where instead of seeing, the Rift and the Vive come out and that's it, you're seeing new models. You're seeing the Vive Pro. You're seeing new stuff like Windows Mixed Reality, which I didn't even know about until like a little bit ago. And that has me interested. I'm glad that that's a thing. So instead of, like I said, seeing these new VR experiences getting abandoned, you're seeing them get, you're seeing them get worked on even after they've released. You're seeing new models. I think that is absolutely killer, and that's really good for the VR industry, the gaming industry, any industry you could think of. It's probably good. So this is going on for a little longer than I'd like it to, but that's okay. At CES I have a lot to talk about, or had a lot of talked about. What? Alright, so if you like what you guys saw, go ahead and listen to what Charlie's about to say. I'm out. Peace.
Hey guys, hope you really liked that video. And if you did, please
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
You should also check out our Twitter,
Facebook,
and Tumblr.
See you again soon!